It's Powdered Cheese Aficionado, and today I'm going to be playing a new JESKAI list in Standard, so let's take a look. Here's the list, and I tried to combine some elements from blue-white control decks that I've been loving, as well as ideas for an Is It deck. So I have the combination of Urbrass Forge and Caretaker's Talent at the center, but I'm only doing 2 Caretaker's Talents because I'm not wanting to go all in on the token strategy. I want to be more of a flexible control deck. We can still get some card advantage from Caretaker's Talent, but I think 2 is fine because it's basically not the absolute engine center of the deck, but Urbrass Forge pairs very well with Caretaker's Talent. Urbrass Forge I've been avoiding using because I'm kind of bored of this card, if I'm being frank. This type of control deck needs a cheap early win con like Urbrass Forge, I think, to do well. And then to defend ourselves, we have Elspeth's Smite and Get Lost as our typical white removal spells. We have our blue-white counter spells like No More Lies and 3 Steps Ahead, using 1 Chrome Host Seed Shark as an alternate win con, and then 2 Overlord of the Boiler Bilges as also a removal spell and win con, but I don't need too many of these because 4 damage sometimes is not exactly what you want, and it's a rather high cost, but it can be a very effective way to win in combination with Chandra Hope's Beacon, which probably my favorite red planeswalker. Just doing one of these as a really fun top end that can copy cards like Season of the Burrow to exile permanents or return our Urbrass Forge, Caretaker's Talent, or Seed Sharks to the battlefield, as well as the 2 Storm Chaser's Talents, which I always have fun when I play this card, and we can get some value off of it. We can get a Get Lost back, or maybe a 3 Steps Ahead with its secondary ability, and it can become a win con later on. And then the sideboard is just trying to adapt our deck to some current threats we might face. So we have 3 Lorn of the Third Path for the Unholy Annex decks, as well as other Caretaker's Talent or Urbrass Forge decks. We have Rest in Peace for the Reanimator decks, Elspeth's Smite to exile aggro or slashers, Jace for either the decks that use Doomsday Excruciator. We can try to win on our turn after they cast Excruciator with our own Jace. And it's also just good against Reanimator decks and other control decks. So you could definitely main deck for Jace probably in this deck and be very happy. These are all really fun, strong cards. Yeah, with all that said, let's hop into a match. All right, we are on the play. We got all of our good cards, but only 1 land, so let's put that away. Probably going to put away Sunfall here because it's the most expensive thing, but we don't have any red sources for these cards, so could see putting away one of those too, I suppose. But I'm going to hold on to the Forge Dream because that card is just so good. Injure Brood, okay. Also Smite, can take care of that very nicely. And there's a red source, so let's get that down. Okay. So maybe some sort of Simic artifact build over there, and I think I'll use Smite. Take the opportunity. Okay, I was gonna say maybe they're gonna protect the Brute, but no. All right, I think we get Urbrass Forge down. See if they can deal with it. I'm gonna assume there's a lot more artifact and enchantment destruction running around in Standard because of the Unholy Annex decks, but. Alright, it's not gonna die this turn at least. Or not, never mind. Wow, it's... So I just have to kill this, and it has Ward 1? Well... sure. Let me tell you about a little card named Lightning Helix. Kills that very neatly. It's definitely a cool card to take care of. It has to be an artifact, though. It doesn't hit enchantments, so I'm not sure how good that is in the current meta. It's nice for us because it doesn't actually kill the Forge. It just momentarily incapacitates it. Spyglass Siren, okay. Well, I'm probably just going to get lost this Sentinel, I suppose. Let's see what's on top. 3 Steps Ahead is something. Kind of just want to keep getting in with our Forge tokens, I think. And it's getting a little strong, a little scary for our opponent, I would say. Tough Cookie, well, if that isn't a good Sunfall target, I don't know what it is. Yeah, doing lots of fun stuff over there. They can't even sacrifice it to gain the life here, so I think I'm just going to Sunfall. Just keep them from doing anything, really, and attack in for 4 with the Forge. You can exile something with the Cauldron here. Okay, they do not. Interesting. Alright, 3 steps ahead on 2 modes is very nice. I think I'll still Surveil here and just not going to attack him with our 2/2, and I don't think we need to land on top. I guess I could have saved this Surveil land to discard with 3 steps ahead, but we also might want to copy our Urbrass Forge with the 3 steps ahead. I can see that being good. Because they are very close to being dead. If I was feeling super aggressive, maybe I should have just copied the Forge there. But I think it's okay. We can probably just hold up 3 steps ahead to counter anything that they do to deal with our Forge. Frankly, I've been kind of avoiding this type of Jeskai deck recently because Urbrass Forge was feeling a little boring to me, if I'm being totally frank, which I often do with cards. Even if they're really good, I just won't play them if I'm not excited by them. But I think with the Jeskai deck right now, it's probably the kind of aggressive win con that the deck needs, because otherwise, like, Unholy Annex decks just get so much value. Yep, I'm fine taking 3 here. So now I'll activate my 2/2. Caretaker's Talent, okay, yep, that allows us to still hold up in 3 steps ahead and draw a card off the Forge token, so that seems good. Also only doing a couple Caretaker's Talents in this deck, partly because it's such a dead card when you draw it if you don't have any other ways to make tokens. Okay, is that just game? And I don't really want to go all in on the token strategy. Oh, I see. Oh, that was clever. Okay, they made their might into to get the abilities of the tough cookie. Yep, nothing I can do about that. So they can chump, or they can kill our 2/2 here. Okay. Well, they'll have to trade, yeah. So they're still going to take 2, and Forge is still very deadly to them next turn, so 2-3 steps ahead is good. Gonna counter whatever this thing is, most likely, if it is something they want to play. So they can still have 2 4/4s here. Okay, yep, gonna take 4. They can still activate both of these as creatures. Alright, there's something to discard. Well, our Forge is just getting very large. Ooh. Let's see what they do in terms of putting stuff in front of our 7/1, because it has trample. I might end up letting them block if they want to double block with the Cauldron here. Okay, they don't have enough mana actually. So they can still declare blockers here, and we can kill their 4/4 in response. So I believe that's just game. Nice. Let's go to game 2. See what you got. Sideboard-wise, well, Brotherhood's End is obviously very good. Lauren can kill the artifacts and enchantments, and maybe Tidebinder. Maybe Beza, because, yeah, an exercise. We can go down and counter magic a bit. Go for a Seed Shark. Maybe we need Ill-Timed Explosion, I suppose. Sweepers are good. Maybe I'll just get rid of 3 steps ahead entirely, and 1 Caretakers, and get rid of Chandra. Okay, let's try it. What do you got? What do you got for me? Waffle. Right. It's a very slow hand. I don't know why. Kind of just kept that without thinking, but let's see if we can surveil away a land like that. No need. No need for more lands, please. Hoping Tidebinder can do some work here. This isn't too threatening, but once they convert one of these into a large creature like the Zoetic Glyph, I believe it's called, can do that. Lots of lands. Maybe I needed to play another Surveil land there to get something away on top, but I wanted to play our fast land before it has to come in tapped. Okay, Urbrass Forge right on time. I think we try to just slam it into a counterspell here. Oh, okay, they must have an answer for it though, I'm going to assume. Tidebinder, okay. Yep, so we're taking a big attack, but this makes Beza better because we'll make some tokens with Beza now and gain life. Schooner, yeah. This is a cool deck. I've definitely thought about trying to do some sort of Simic Artifacts thing, but I don't love like aggro strategies, so I was trying to think of a way to do it with Teething Wormlet that was a little less intensely aggressive, but anyways, yeah, let's get Beza down. Let's play Lauren there. Lauren is definitely very useful to kill the Schooner, but just gonna gain the life, get some blockers. No way to kill this Tidebinder that's shutting on our Forge right now. This is the card I was talking about. Well, I'll definitely trade with Beza here, I would say, if they do. Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna block the Schooner, absolutely. Alright, unblockable Gingerbrute at 5 is very much a problem, so I think we just have to... Oh, we don't have an untapped land to use Get Lost and Lauren here. That's a little sad. Because Get Lost takes care of the Tidebinder, but I guess we're going to have to wait one more turn for that. Okay, don't need another land on top, though. We have plenty of lands. We just don't have the right ones for this turn, but Lauren can kill the Gingerbrute, so I'm going to do that right away. Yeah, I mean, they get to discover here, but I don't think there's a way to avoid that. Okay, they get a Soul Cauldron. That's good for them. They can make their creatures unblockable, actually. Which is really good. So therefore, we have to just kill all their stuff. I think they just have lethal. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty spicy. No creatures with haste on this side. All right, you don't need to drag it out. So we hope to draw Brotherhood's End for sure this time around. Oh, I'll add another Smite too. Stormchaser's Talent can go. I mean, maybe Forge is just bad because they have answers for it, but it really can take over if it sticks around. So, you know, try to hold on to the Forge dream. A play. Ooh, this is a very nice hand. I'm gonna play the Vantage, I think. For a Gingerbrute? No. I think I do want to Surveil first because if we play Vantage into Verge, it's not a plains or an island, so we won't have no more lives on turn 2. Okay, Forge is probably good. If they do play Gingerbrute here, I'll be a little, yeah, maybe I should have just killed this immediately, but now we can counter something and still Gingerbrute. Kill the Gingerbrute, I mean. Yep. This exiles it too, so Agatha's Soul Cauldron can't get the unblockable ability. Will I regret not countering something? Maybe, but we can deal with that. We're gonna get our Forge down. I mean, the thing about using Brotherhood's End to kill the Schooner is that it'll get our own Forge, but I think they have to deal with our Forge, so We could also use Brotherhood's End to kill all their small creatures and not worry about the schooner. But then being able to make Mirrex tokens to crew the schooner could be a problem for sure. Would love an untapped land here for Beza. Oh, well, that makes my decision much easier. Nice. Okay, that's fine. It's a tap land. Let's see what's on top. Another forge. Alright. Yeah, we do have Sunfall, so I'm gonna kill the schooner with Brotherhood's End there. Destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. See what you got. Probably just gonna play Beza, but if... Yeah. I think I'll play Beza, so then the next turn maybe if we get an untapped land we could have Forge and hold open No More Lies. Sunfall also getting better, but Beza buys us time. Hopefully draws us a card. Is it a land? Oh, it is. That's beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So we can either Sunfall next turn, or we can Forge, hold open No More Lies. All their maps are getting lands off the top. Oh yes, play your creatures. Play them. Alright, not going to Sunfall right now, and don't need to squander our blockability on board. So we try to do Forge, and if they do Tidebinder, I'm going to probably counter it with No More Lies. Or do we definitely want to Sunfall next turn? Yeah, I'm going to let this happen. That way we get to hold up a No More Lies for something that maybe Sunfall wouldn't hit. It's not like they would... Like, Urba's Forge would take a couple turns to get through their Sentinel anyways, so... Soul Cauldron. Can't counter it. That's a bummer. Or we could, but they would be able to pay, of course. Attack all. Okay. Try to double block the Tidebinder. I don't think there's any... When a creature... Yeah, it has to be a creature. They really banked on there being a creature in the graveyard for Soul Cauldron there, but there was none. I think that's what just happened. Okay, this is going to be... I think I'm going to want to do this. Kind of a weird play, but I'm going to counter this with No More Lies. So if they pay the 3, they'll have no mana untapped to use the Haywire Might ability, and then we can Sunfall on our turn. And exile it before they're able to use. So I'll exile after combat. Don't want to mess up the order on that. Attack for 5. And then we get Sunfall. Could be good. Could be pretty good for us. That also means the Cauldron can get these cards, but it can't get the Haywire Might Destroy Artifact ability, which I think is also pretty necessary for us right now. This could be an issue. Do have our 5/5 though. Another Cauldron. That's not good for them. Okay, yeah, they bin it. Okay, what are we doing? Play the land. Ooh, yes please. Mr. Boiler Bilge on top. Love to see ya. We could take 5 from their Vinestock next turn. It doesn't freak me out too much, because... I don't... Yeah. I think I'm going to do like this and just hold open Helix. Could attack for 2 in the air with the Anchorage also, but... This feels sufficient to me right now, and... If they don't deal with our 5/5 and they attack with the Vinestock, they're just dead next turn. I could take 7 or 8, I guess, if this becomes a 3/3 from the Vinestock's ability. Just deal 3 to face. Activate. It has to be an activated ability, but I think I'm actually gonna... I'm going to kill this right now because they could save it in theory next turn with the Cauldron, get another counter on it in response to our Lightning Helix, and I don't want to take too much damage. Yeah, that's a good card. What I'm thinking right now is, do I want to deal 4 to this with the Boiler Bilge? In response, they can make the food a 4/4 and get a counter on it, so trade with our 5/5. Can also gain them life. I'm trying to decide if I just do... I don't think I do 4 to face here. I think I do 4 to the Tough Cookie. Well, then I guess they can, yeah, maybe that was super stupid of me. They can get this ability back. Nah, I'm just going to attack all. If they want to trade this as a 5/5 with my 5/5, I'm okay with that. Because this is another creature. Like, next turn, they could get... Like, maybe I messed that up, but also next turn... If they play a creature, they'd be able to get that food back as a creature with the Tough Cookies ability. So they'd still be doing pretty well. Ooh. Well, isn't that an interesting card? Oh yeah, let's get it. Okay, we could attack with Anchorage here. I think there's a couple ways to do this, but this seems more fun. I'm going to exile the Cauldron and then get a Forge back. That way, if they block our Boiler Bilges with the Vine Stock, they're just dead, I believe, still. Don't know what's in hand, of course, but I'm willing to throw away our Boiler Bilges in the name of victory, I think. Yep. It's big. Oh, they can sacrifice this to gain life? I think I still aggro it. They can block. Ah, okay. We won. Thought maybe they could sacrifice this if they had held full control down. Perhaps. Sacrifice it after blocking to gain the life. We're on the draw. Seems like a good hand to me. We have card advantage. We have our best friend in the whole wide world. We have one of the best removal spells in Standard. And we get another very good removal. Let's Surveil. Fountain Port seems good. We have Ill-Timed Explosion if we draw too many lands in a row. So, get a Seachrome Coast down, hold up a removal spell here, and see what we're up against. Possibly a Demons deck. But they don't do anything. Sweet. Another Boiler is totally good with me. If we play Fountain Port here, we can't do anything. No tokens to sacrifice. I think I'll take a land, because Ill-Timed Explosion will just... We want either fodder for that, or it'll just draw us cards, so... I'll fodder to discard as a sweeper, that is, if you're not familiar with the card. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do more explaining of stuff I'm doing and cards I'm playing, because I realize sometimes I just do things without thinking about how it might seem to someone who does not play the game very much, or is new to it. Okay, there's the Annex, so I really don't want to go to end step for them to draw a card with it, so I just turned on full control. I think it would have given me a stop anyways before their end step to play Get Lost, but just want to make sure. No value for you. Alright, we don't have any counter magic. We don't have any enchantment destruction. If they play another Annex, that could be a problem. But I think I need to get aggressive with them with our Boiler Bilges. Seeing as we have 2 of them in hand, do a 4 to face, get this ticking down. And if they play another Unholy Annex right here, I think I have to Ill-Timed Explosion to an answer for it, unfortunately. These decks are so good. Ooh, okay, they're going for the Reef. That is fine by me. Gives us a little more time to set up. no way to kill this reef, and if they do have the mill win... Okay, wow. Are you kidding me? It just milled us 4 lands and we drew a 5th in a row. I thank you so much for milling there. That really helped us out. Jesus. What I was going to say is if they have the mill win con enabled, I might not be super well equipped to deal with that. But I'm going to play a tap land and play another Boiler Bilges here. Okay, that land we do not want. That's the 6th in a row. Another 4-cost Boiler Bilges. You know, there's an argument to saving these if they play some big creatures to deal with, but frankly, I want Sunfall for that if they're like the Archfiend of the Dross. The Demon card is 6 toughness. Wow, they're really going in on the mill. I mean, they might have 2 Jaces in hand, but I think we would still be quicker than that. Chandra, you say? These are... So we can deal 6 to face with Chandra here. And then they really have to kill us. What else are we doing? We can ill-timed explosion into a counterspell for whatever they do next. But if it's the Excruciator... I almost did it anyways. Do I ill-timed here? Can double ill-time next turn. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough choice. I'm gonna play Chandra and +2 add the spells, the mana for Lightning Helix, and ping them for 6. We go up to 16. If they let Chandra live this turn, they're just dead next turn because she can minus and kill them to face. So play a tap land, so it's not going to be an Excruciator. That's good. There's an Archfiend. Oh my god. That's it. We can even kill the Archfiend. If they had attacked Chandra with Restless Reef there, we would not have had lethal this turn, I'm going to say. Well, let's see what we draw. Do a little cheeky draw 4. Very nice. Good to know that we're extremely set up. And I'm just going to do 7 to there and there. Ooh. When Chandra wins, it's just a good feeling. Okay, negate, Tidebinder for the triggers, Lauren for the, you know, Unholy Annex, and Exercise is good, and Jace. Jace is our own sneaky mill win con here, because if they get us with Doomsday Excruciator and make our library 6 cards, their plan is to next turn cast a Jace, but we could do it on our turn and kill them. That is the idea, at least. Okay, I'm going to get rid of Ral. All our cards are decent, right? I guess I'll get rid of Stormchaser's Talent and go down to Caretaker's Talent. Forge could be pretty difficult for them to deal with. Get rid of Seed Shark. Helix is probably our least useful removal. I didn't see them having the Slasher. That's why we have Elspeth's Might. Alright, I guess I could have done an Ill-Timed Explosion. Let's try it out. Maybe I should have gotten rid of Boiler Bilges there for an Ill-Timed Explosion. What do you got for me over there? Feeling better about this Jeskai deck than I did about my last one. I tried to record Jeskai like in Standard maybe like a week ago or more, and ended up just throwing away all the footage because my games were terrible. This is not the best experience. All right, duress me. Yeah. Take the Forge. All right. It's unfortunate. All right, I'll play a fast land since we just drew another fast land. Could play an Anchorage there, but if we draw a third fast land, it'll just be a little sad. So, oh geez, all right. The Sunfall's gone. That makes our lives rather difficult. Let's just say that. I'm going to play Anchorage here because we have untapped land next turn and then untapped land on turn 4, and we have 2 things that cost 4. So if I played an untapped land there, there was no guarantee that we'd be able to cast a 4-drop. Get in for one. This is a huge problem. Beza has to get us there somehow. Beza has to draw us the answers. My god, this deck is so good. They're doing the thing. Wow, Season can exile both of these things. We just don't have the proper mana for it. But I think we need to play Beza and draw a card. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to take one here to gain the 4 life, because we have to be at a lower total than them. Might as well do a cheeky attack one. So I need them to tap out, but I also need them to not activate the Ritual Chamber side of Unholy Annex, because if they have 2 6/6s... Alright, that lets us keep the Season, but now they know about it. So they can hold open counter magic here, potentially. Okay. So we're going to take a lot of damage this turn. 10. Owie. Oh. Lauren, you're a little late. I think we still need to exile both of these. Unless, what do we... Yeah, nothing in the graveyard. Oh, if we... Whatever. Exile. They get to draw 2 cards, so we're still very behind, but this is for our survival. Love this card so much. What a satisfying card to use. I kind of missed it. I played it a decent amount in Bloomburrow. And the dream is to, I mean, it's so much mana, but the dream is to play Chandra and copy it. That's, you know, that's the dream. Main phase of Mastermind. Okay. Ooh, that's a really good card to draw. If they don't give us... I don't really want to land right now. If they don't give us something to counter next turn, there's a chance I want to copy the Forge to be really aggressive. Okay, take 5. Can't draw a card with Fountain Port. Nothing to do with Lauren for us, and probably the way to win is to defend our Forge from being real. I'm not sure they're going to have an answer for it, because they couldn't counter it. What I'm trying to decide right now is if we need to block with Anchorage. Don't think so. Maybe I should have. They're playing. Okay, that's a little relieving. Having no more lives is good. We just have to survive next turn, so. We have 2 counter spells at our disposal. We could even take 2 from the Mastermind. They can make a 1/1 here. No, they decided to draw a card with the Mastermind. Okay. Jace is nice. Think we can do this. I'm cautiously optimistic. I think I'm just gonna take it. They need to get down like an Archfiend to make us lose 2 life. Any creatures die? Nothing. Maybe they're gonna try and Tiebind or Fort. They discard an Excruciator, which I couldn't cast because of the Fountain Port and the Verge, I guess. Because they, oh, that's tough. Alright, I'm going to go for lethal. Could attack with the Anchorage here, but it won't kill them with the 1/1 if they somehow manage to get rid of this thing. They can make a Fountain Port token to block, actually. Actually, yeah, the fountain port. Oh no, but they lose a life to do that. So I think I do need to counter this. And since this is... I'm not going to make a copy of Forge right now. I think we need to hold open No More Lies here. Yep, especially if they have a negate. Do they have 2 negates? No! Oh, wow. I really thought that I had that in the bag. Let's go to game 3. Damn. Alright, just went down an Overlord and added back in the second ill-timed explosion. We play. We have the Forge and we can surveil. I'm not sure if this is honestly a good keep. This is not the removal spell we really want to have, because if they do... okay, negate is actually really nice. If they can make a bat, play the enchantment on turn 3 and then play Archfiend on turn 4, we're in hot water. So can I play Forge next turn, or do I need to hold open negate? I think I might need to hold open negate on turn 3. Oh, actually Lauren is great. I would say this is definitely going to run the Forge into a negate, though. So maybe I feel like I'm overthinking this. I feel like they must have a counterspell, and the question is, do we need to kind of force it out of their hand? Play a Verge. They negate here, they play the thing. No way to deal with an Archfiend. Yep. Of course, there's just absolutely no stick there. Alright, well, it's good to know that they don't have any sort of counter magic in their hand, at least that costs 2, which we saw mostly last game, so. What do you got? Oh my god, they don't even have a 3-drop. I feel much more relaxed now. Yeah, I think Anchorage is good. Maybe I should have surveilled that away just because we don't want to flood at all right now. We have some good answers, though. We have good answers for a few different things. Just a little, no real win cons right now. No Sunfall, no clean creature removal. Yeah, I mean, if I just die to this thing, I'll be really sad. But maybe we can get attack with the Forge token and get them to block. Let's see. Do you want to block my 3/3? Oh. Oh! Oh my god, that was so brutal. Okay, well, we're not dead quite yet. I think I'm gonna play the Anchorage and we can just hold open negate here. Or we can Tidebind. I just don't think I need to hold open Tidebinder and negate. I mean, we can gain life with Helix, so maybe we can get them to lose the game. That would be sweet. If they attack with Reef, I'm probably going to try to Tidebind it, I guess, because we don't really want to take a hit from that. Yeah, I think we use Tidebinder here. They tap out. We take 6. See if they want to block our... Okay, Sunfall's very nice. Can do like this. Oh, right. I don't know why I thought Yeah, okay. I don't think we're gonna die right now, so. Because of the lightning helix if they attack with Reef. At least that's the hope. Jace. Ooh. Okay, I will negate Jace promptly. If they attack with Archfiend here, they're just dead. Okay, maybe if they have a negate in hand there was a stick, or it could be a the other 2 mana counter spell they have. Oops. You want to attack? They do. Okay, I mean, if we Helix face here, they're just dead. I don't know what could kill me either. Like, if they kill both our creatures, this will kill us with the triggers, but I'm going to Helix to face right here, and they have to counter it. But they're still just dead, even if they do to Anchorage and Forge. And this kills the Archfiend. Just gonna do this now. They can kill one of our creatures and it doesn't matter, so I think it's game. Unless they have 2 1-drops with flash. Yeah, okay. Woo! Here's the current Jeskai list, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with this deck. I think the biggest thing I'm worried about facing with it is the Golgari or Dimir Unholy Annex decks, but I feel like we have answers for that. We have some flexibility, so you could definitely go the route of making this a 4 Caretaker's Talent decks and really building your token strategy around that, but this was really fun for me to play. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you stopping by my channel. If you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button, and it really helps support me, so now I'll see you in the next video. Hope you have a great rest of your day.